Christian Muscle.
Until I come. That's awesome, man. What's up, guys? Christian Muscle here. I'm here with Samuel Wetzel. Samuel, you served in the U.S. Army.
I did. Yeah.
Hey, thank you so much, buddy.
Thanks.
And what a convenience that today is Veterans Day. Now, I want to hear a little bit about your testimony. You said this Bible, it has a lot of meaning behind it. Will you share that with us and share briefly with us a little bit about the Army?
Awesome. So let's start with the Army. I joined the military when I was 18 years old. And my first duty station was in Alaska. I spent 3 years there. After which I was able to work with 7 Special Forces Group, which are Green Berets. I myself was not a Green Beret, but we worked with them.
That's awesome, though.
It was a good experience. I had a few tours to Afghanistan, spent some time in South America, got to go to some cool schools, do some cool things. So it's a major part of my life.
And did you get to kind of see their cultures?
I did. To see the different cultures. I was in Afghanistan, so I got to see a lot of their culture, from the rural areas to the urban areas.
Oh, wow.
Got to see their dedication to their religion,
Yeah.
their normal everyday lifestyle. And even in South America, religion has a huge part across the country in most people's lives.
And what's the prominent religion in South America?
In South America, you see a lot of Catholicism down there, which is really heavy across all of Hispanic culture.
Okay.
There are inroads that Islam is making in South America. I've been to parts of South America where you would walk through a village and it looked like you were in the Middle East.
Wow.
Which is surprising.
Yeah.
But Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. And it's spreading quite rapidly. But that's a side note.
Yeah.
But yes, I spent 7.5 years in the military. It's a big part of who I am today. I met a lot of great friends. And it gave me a lot of great stories. It gave me a lot of retrospect about life. I grew up in a religious household. My dad was a pastor.
Oh, that's awesome.
It was a different lifestyle.
I bet.
Growing up as a preacher's kid, you see different things. You see things from a different point of view. And it really wore on me as a child.
Yeah.
And
What denomination?
Independent Fundamental Baptist, which is a really legalistic portion of the Baptist faith.
Okay.
So extremely religious. They follow the Old Testament almost to the letter of the law, which is a lot for a kid growing up.
I bet.
And so when I was 16 or 17 years old, I started to stray away. I got into drinking, partying, I did drugs, and
Happens to the best of us, doesn't it?
yes, but it's also part of my story and part of who I am.
Yeah.
I don't regret anything that I've done. It's just a stepping stone in how you grow through your life. And so the military helped me stay away from a lot of bad parts that I could have gotten into, a lot of bad things I could have got into that I was heading on the path for. So I thank God that I joined the military because it gave me structure and foundation. But back to the Bible and back to my dad. My dad was a pastor for years of a church. He slowly got away from denominational religion because he believed that denominational religion took the place of what the church was there to be for. So, he pastored a small church. It wasn't very big, but he was very dedicated to it. He was very dedicated to his life's work of helping people. He, along with pastoring a church, he worked at a sort of halfway house for young teenage boys.
Oh, wow. He had a heart, a big heart.
He did. He worked at this place, and it was one of those places where the teenage boys, it was halfway between, hey, you're going to go to prison and you're going to go here. So it got them clean.
Yeah.
They had a process that was able to try and work some structure in their life to get away from it. So she spent years working with teenage boys, helping them, being a big part of their life, leading many of them to the Lord.
That's awesome.
And he had a great testimony amongst everybody he ran into. And a good picture of the type of man that my father was how many people attended his funeral. My father passed away last year.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's okay. It was his time, and no one understands why. But it's not for us to understand.
That's right.
You just are happy for the years that you had with my father and the things I learned from him. But he had a great testimony, and I didn't really have a true respect for his dedication and what he believed in until I've gotten older and I've read things that he's wrote, and I think back to the conversations that didn't mean a whole lot to me back then, but they mean a lot to me now. And this is his Bible. And I picked it up when I was home for his funeral, and I brought it with me. And I didn't think anything of it. I had set it in the back of my truck, and it sat there for months. Months and months and months. And so, as you know, I started going to a great church, Freedom Life Church.
It's a wonderful church.
It's a great church.
Yeah.
The pastor there and the people that work there care for the community, and they love God.
Yeah. Pastor Mark's got an anointing, doesn't he?
He does. So I took this Bible out of my truck one day and I set it on my dresser, not thinking anything of it. I just saw it in the back of my truck and I was like, well, I don't know what that's doing there. I'm just going to bring it inside and set it on the dresser. So at church, we had been talking about how this was the season for us. And that God is going to do great things in this season. And it's crazy how things work.
Yeah.
And things are premeditated.
That's right.
And one day, I went and I saw the Bible and I picked it up. I had no reason to pick it up. I hadn't opened a Bible in years, really.
Maybe was it a conviction? Do you know? Something just told you to pick it
I
up?
just picked it up.
Wow.
There was really nothing to it.
Okay.
And inside the Bible was some writings he had. He had some things written down on a note card. Some underlinings. Nothing major. And then I started reading what he had written down on his 3x5 card. And what I read on one of his 3x5 cards, which I have here, was a set of verses that really blew me away when I read them. And it was Romans 4, verse 21 and 22, or 20 through 22.
Okay.
It says, "He staggered not at the promise of God through unbelief, but was strong in faith, giving glory to God, and being fully persuaded that what he had promised, he was able to perform." And it tied in with everything we had been learning in church. And it really blew me away. And so I sat there and I thought about it and I cried a little bit. And I thought, all the years that my dad had prayed for me, every day, everything had worked around to this point. And now I'm sure my dad was looking down and had a smile on him.
And that's powerful. That's awesome. Samuel, you're the man. You have a big influence in my heart. I appreciate every time you come work out. Your dad sounds like an awesome man, and I'm so happy that he's in heaven staring down, maybe able to have some sort of influence in your life somehow, and that God has premeditated and laid on his heart to write some scriptures down in hopes and with knowledge that one day it would affect his son towards the positive. One more time, thank you so much for serving in the military for us, and may God bless you. Christian Muscle here. Join us next time. Christian Muscle.